Greetings, fellow prison wardens. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the first Wendigo, episode 257, Prison Renovation. Right at the start here, what I'm going to be doing is just continuing to focus on the breeding program and then opening up viewer-submitted ideas for secondary goals, which are reasonable within the scope of what can be done in like an hour or two. So if you want to propose goals, go right ahead. What I have done is filtered out some of the potential offspring here. So the wasters are off the list, as are the baseliners. Baseliners being like Star or Wendy or Kath, because they're baseliner genes. And then all the wasters off the list, because I already know who the wasters are going to breed with, which makes the list a little bit easier to manage. Although, of course, it is still huge. It's more manageable. And then I excluded some fathers as well, Cactus and T-Sang, because they are, they're not breeders either. So we've recently added this sort of barricade here. Wendy finally did end up getting her control sublink, the 6th tier. So her robots under her control are about as efficient as possible. Minus building the bandwidth booms, these things, the boosters everywhere, and I'm not going to be doing that. That would be excessive. A lot of the mood penalties that we've had for, like, dead loved ones are going to be elapsing soon. So, or they already have as... Well, some of them are more recent. The Lilin death is more recent, but a lot of the kin death is now over. Meaning that I think it's probably time to bring the test subjects down to fine meals from lavish meals. Lavish meals are no longer really necessary in this case. So back down to fine meals. Oh, 2 deep infestation. Again, alright. This is a recurring theme of this same mineral node becoming infested. I hope Apoleus, like, backs up. Because if he doesn't, he's going to have a bad time. Nemaleos, thank you for the resub, and Dem Tacos, too. Welcome to you both. Let's get that channel port redemption up. Alright, Apollo. Oh, you know what? I meant to force that door open. So that he can actually flee. Alright, you better start moving. Sending the gunners over. Yeah, so the focus, of course, is just going to be the continuing... No, he's not going to do well. The continuing breeding program. And making sure that we get as good test subjects as possible. There you go. Dummy. Hell, you snapped out of it. Yeah, it's probably because you got, like, bit to hell by spellipedes and megascarabs. And mega spiders. So smart. So very smart. In fact, as punishment for your little mental break, I'm gonna have... Ow! Watch the friendly fire, man. He almost shot his arm off. I'm gonna have you participate in this raid. Is that... Alright, that's it. Boring. Easy enough. The only good bug is a dead bug? Yes. Yeah, agree. I should have had the gunners take armloads of uranium back to the base. Oh well. Squee! I know what that was. That was a dead bunny. Alright, so the cannibal fine meals is now what people are going to drink. Oh, I know where we shot that bunny, right next to the biorefinery, because this biorefinery is damaged. That's kind of funny. Something else that might be wise for me to do is to put another electric stove in here to allow for more tea, because we're pretty low on Psychi tea. It wouldn't be a bad idea to get more of that stuff. So we are waiting for Lemelius's infant illness to go away so that we can put him back into the growth vat. So one of the growth vats, the accelerator one, is purposely left open. We have Mark in here, who's 10. And then some soon-to-be aged out would be fresh cut meat. So let's figure out if we have any polling to do. So fresh cut meat is an example of someone that's going to go straight to the prison because of the inferior genes. And then Skyra possibly can become a colonist, but they're only 14. I'll do the polling at like maybe 17 or so. And then Tancrown 2. One thing, so I do have viewer-suggested secondary goals, but one secondary goal that I might pick up anyway is to expand the main prison. One could argue that I could just, like, knock down these walls and expand where the old prison used to be. And I would be open to that suggestion, possibly. Maybe I'll poll for that. Or, alternatively, do something where, like, I put our external walls... Oh, what's happening? Must be a big quest. Oh, it's a big raid. Cool. I'll look at that in a second. To put the external walls out here and then expand the prison walls, you know, somewhere like that, so that the hybrid prison is a lot larger. I don't know. It's food for thought. All right, kick. So they're breachers, and it's the Neanderthal breachers. You know, Doomsday launchers might befit this raid because they're a low-tech raid, they're swarmy. Yeah, let's doom them. Doom and boom. I will have Mass and Wendy kind of handle this raid all by their lonesome. I don't think I'm going to need more than just the two. Maybe Bryzit too. I'll have Bryzit come out as a sidecast. Oh, they're already fighting one another. So I'm going to forbid these weapons so I know where they are. I can go back for them. What I really don't want them to do is to break my trade beacon, because then I have to like reset all the trade beacons, so it's kind of annoying. Hey, Death on Xbox, thank you for the resub. So I'm going to use Berserks. Oh. Rogie, if you're here, might as well stay here. I'm going to use Berserks in order to try to group them up. Round them all up in one big group. That's going to miss. Let's do that again. Keep on grouping up. Oh boy, that is a spicy rich target. Let's just go for the gold and blast them all. There's a lot of them. I don't know how many came in, but there's like 70 of them, so it's kind of a target rich environment, if you will. Bye! Come again soon! Well, Wendy definitely just got her kill someone, fulfilled. Yeah, no doubt about that. She didn't get her watched people die, because I think Mass missed her shot, and it blew up short. Because I aimed massive shot, like, a little bit deeper. But, oh well, whatever. I mean, they're dead, they're running, it's fine, it worked. Instead of... You know, actually... Well, alright, so there's fire, which is kind of a problematic for Wendy. And there's really not a lot of people to capture. The other thing that I could do about this raid is to see... Yes, corpse exchange and public execution has a 0-day cooldown. So Wendy, how about we do this? We have you go get your rifle. Mass. We'll do the same. And then Bryzit and Rogi, because you're in the neighborhood, you will capture the people who are down to see if we can't do a little sacrifice. A little old school sacrifice. Alright. 4 hours, 7 hours. So let's go for the 7 hour. And 4 hours, 3 hours. Y'all aren't gonna live very long. Hey, Ro, you want to get some fresh cut meat? Alright, we'll go for 4. Oh, look at Narwhal. You fail to be swimming in the ocean there, friend. Well, that was easy. The... Work frenzy, okay. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't a creative frenzy. Alright, well that was... Yeah, that was quite easy. Oh, Nemalia, stop crying. Pissing everyone off. The bad infant illness is about to fade away. How to keep track of this all? With much difficulty. It is a lot to juggle. Luckily, there's not a lot of my colonists that are actually specialized. They all serve roughly the same purpose, which makes it a little bit easier to track. Because there's only a few that are, like, important. And most are expendable. But yeah, it's a bit much. If I do say so myself. Well, we'll have some sacrifices. Oh, one thing. Drea has not yet been fully suppressed because they are a recent slave. So I might want to... Well, one of them will be a public execution. So as long as Drea attends that public execution, the slave suppression will max out. Which is good. Okay, if you guys have any secondary goals for me to work on, if you have any ideas for projects or tasks or quests or anything like that, use the Channelbot Redemption viewer submitted ideas and let me know. Lest I will maybe make up my own. But yeah, I think that was a pretty good use of Doomsday Launcher. Although, I think maybe both shots weren't necessary. One shot kind of got the job done. But what was nice was all of their, like, trash tribal weapons. Oh, hello. You guys did not make it very far. Their trash tribal weapons burned up, which is great. Got out of my way. Nemalia should be ready to be repotted any minute now. Yeah, the raiders in the back, Bryzit, you're right. The raiders in the back that, like, didn't get blasted by the Doomsday Launcher was probably like, oh, yeah, about that. I'm turning around now. I'm good. The first 15 through the door just got liquefied into a pink mist. And I'm covered in now fragments of their bones. So, yeah. we'll call this one off. We'll call it a draw. Wow, they're lucky these dudes are Neanderthals, because the Neanderthals are tough, right? They're robust. And he's also tough. Which maybe explains how the amount of wounds to the fact that it did not die. Kind of surprising. Alright. Game's telling me that there's no more uranium up that way. And that would be true. I have now a whole lot of uranium. So what do we go for next? Steel's at about 6k. Probably plasteel. Yeah, probably plasteel. Because locust armors cost and cataphract helmets cost a lot, so. No, I'm trying to. I was hitting the B key to like relocate the drill, and the game was like, "You want to chop down the snow there?" It's like, no, that is absolutely not what I'm asking it to do. Alright, Nemelius's illness went from bad to mild. So if it's mild illness treated at 125%, that illness is going to be bye-bye in moments. Good. Good, good, good. Alright, Sentinel, you're a low hemogen. We go feast on the oysters. One of my two sacrificees just got infected. That's unfortunate, but I'm pretty sure you're going to be sacrificed way before the infection takes you. How long until the new mining shack gets raided? Well, if the mining shack has a door and the door is closed, it won't, unless there's a infestation, right? A deep drill infestation, but I don't know. That's a good question. The only reason this was worried is because these guys were breachers, so this trade beacon was right in their way, and that's why I was like, oh, the trade beacon isn't going to get hit. Because breachers are pretty stupid. They'll, like, go through mountains. They basically try to go as the crow flies, even if the terrain doesn't make sense. Sappers less so, but still, sappers generally go as the crow flies as well. Alright, pausing the human butchery because we have 2k leather to clean up. Really? Alright, Maxu, can you hit him softly? Just a little tappy tap? Just a little tap tap? Yeah, there you go. You even got punched. Pathetic. Still on cooldown. It will be off cooldown in... now? Yeah. Alright, the corpse exchange just got off cooldown. So the other one's going to be off cooldown in just minutes. Too bad I can't make human leather carpet. Yeah, no kidding. Or something else made of human leather. There was a... Mark, was it you? There was a YouTube comment about that. Like, how to spend human leather. Corsets and Corsets and dusters kind of make the most money, but they also take a lot of crafting time. Things that don't take very much crafting time would be things like animal beds and the like, but they don't sell very well. Drapes also make a lot of money, or cost a lot of human leather, but they also cost wood, and wood is not exactly a renewable resource on ice sheet, meaning it's not a smart thing to try to resource. Alright, they're capable of walking. Good. Let's do an execution. So Drea is in attendance. Taking a look at all the slaves that I got. I think Drea will be the only one unsuppressed. Correct. Alright, cool. So if you have any other viewer-submitted ideas, submit them now, and I'll poll on them in just a few minutes. Wendy wasted no time. And let's do the other one while everyone's grouped. So that would be... what was his name? I think it's you. Biren Cole. Unfortunately, the... oh, no! The Temple Abattoir is still extremely impressive. That's good. Despite the corpse and blood. Well, that's awkward. The person we're sacrificing went berserk. I mean, if there was ever a place and a time to go berserk, it's here and now. Trying to resist death. I'm just checking if any of my guys have shock lances that have 1 charge left rather than 2, because I don't want to use 2 charges. Or alternatively, I could stun and do something else, but no, I think shock lance. Well, we could also just here, everybody just watch. I'm gonna have you all hold fire, and then Mass will beat him down. There, see? Done. Now, you call that off, and removed yourself from the potential sacrifice, because you can no longer move. But see, I'm smarter than you. And, oh man, I could just... no, that's the wrong one. I could just inject you full of go juice so that you can move again. So, Mass, you stay there. No, nobody moves. Wendy will be right back after processing the prisoner for corpse exchange. But now that Drea has witnessed this sacrifice, as you can see, the rebellion interval, not so worrisome. Every 8.4 years is kind of a generous amount of time, if you will. Alright. Operate. I'm using Wendy just because she moves faster than everybody else by a factor of like 2. What's funny is they were actually able to walk, like, right at the buzzer as I injected him with goat juice. Playing dead don't work so good when we inject you full of combat drugs just so that we can sacrifice you faster. I got enough to micromanage. I can't be bothered waiting on one person's silly moods and physical capabilities to be murdered. You get murdered on my schedule, not your own. Especially when everyone's gathered. Exactly. And then Mass, you know, really likes to lay into the long speeches here. It's okay. We forgive Mass. Long mass. Must be Sunday. Oops. You should be thrown back into the pod. Come on, wrap it up, Mass. Jesus. Oh, yep, boring. I could have called that. I got bored just watching you squeak away at the 30 people in attendance. So no kidding. All right, let's get some polls together. So here is some ideas that you had. Vote for a secondary goal. So the secondary goals would be expanding the prison, come up with a new torture method, manufacture something special, focus on cleaning pollution, give T-Sang bionic arms, and then I'm going to add some of my own. So I'm going to add go on trade runs, because trade runs are always fun. I'm also going to add... I want to add one more thing. No, I'll just do trade runs. I'll leave it mostly up to you. So, there you go. Give it a little time to vote on that. See what you guys like. Nemelius is back at the growth vat. Good, good, good. Jack and Jan, almost 34 months. And in-game, you are 0 years old. You are, chronologically, 2 quadrums, 7 days old. So, converting that to Earth time, that would be like 210 days old or something like that. Yeah. Something like that. I don't know. RimWorld years is weird. Planet clearly rotates a bit differently, right? You know what I want to do? I would like to top up the western power grid so I can disconnect the backup batteries. So I'm going to flick on all of the chem gens. Do it quickly. Because we did have a brownout on the west grid. And the backup batteries have been connected for a long time. Look at that beautiful chem-fueled hue. It would have been a little smarter had I just, like, ordered one person down here and then ordered them to flick them all on. But now there should be a ridiculous excess of power to this grid, yeah. Another, like, 10k power out of nowhere, meaning those batteries are topping up. Good. Alright, expanding the prison. Got it. I do have a question for you guys. So, there is 2 different ways to do the prison expansion. One would be to move the wasters to, like, a separate prison. And then to have all of the 6 original prisons become the hybrid prison. Because I don't think that there's a situation where I wake these people. Prisoners. So, should I expand the prison or repurpose the original rooms? I'll have you guys vote. So if I repurpose the original rooms, I think the design would be something like I put the hybrid prisoners in here, and I put the wasters in here, but change the dimensions. Something like that. Because as it is now, I have a lot of prison, and I'm not really using a lot of it, which is kind of inefficient. And we got some new eggs. So while you vote on that, I will get breeding. Oh, yeah. Plex is first. So Plex, you crossed with Madzi, has a 0.39 chance for 10. Alright, I'll take that. What about Penna Penna? Also a Madzi cross? Okay. Banished Puppet. Crossed with Raven Moonstar for an 11. At a tiny chance. Okay, I could do that. Where are you, Raven? You are in our prison, are you not? So there should be a sperm... Yep, there it is. Sperm sample. Mark became an adult. Oh, chemical fascination. Nice. Body purist, cannibal, chemical fascination, so you love human meat and drugs. Mm-hmm. Great combo. Sahoru. You cross with Jacking Chan is an 11? Sure. A little bit of inbreeding. Nothing too serious. Iscandia. Also Jacking Chan cross. Brahms. Maybe a Bryzik cross. And Shield. Last but not least. Jacking Chan cross. The bottom option is for list, if I haven't already. Oops, yeah. Alright, repurpose. Got it. So if I'm going to repurpose the prison, I first want to move the wasters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They fit perfectly. Let's get them moved. I have everyone. Oh, I guess Jack and Chen, I haven't done your priorities. Whoops. Is that true of anyone else? Nope, just him. There we go. I'm starting to get take to bed prompts. So I'm going to move the wasters up here so that I can repurpose bedrooms more easily. If I intended to try it, I missed the click. What do you mean? If you could explain better, that would be spelled out for me in my simple Neanderthal brain. All right. Wasters have been moved. Cool. So I would say that if I was to repurpose this, I'm not too worried about the double insulated walls anymore, so I'm going to get rid of the double insulated walls. I don't think they're necessary. And the way I envision this is to have the hybrid prison... I might do it where the wasters are in just one section, and then the hybriders get to essentially have the rest of the section. It's not going to be symmetrical, but yeah, that's probably how I'm going to do it. Which means just sticking the wasters more or less like right back in here, which I should have done just initially, but yeah, flicking everything on, getting that up and running. That also means that I need to change the settings for the hoppers. Oh, tag chances instead of distribution. I've seen distribution of tagged for like what the actual chances are. Yeah. I like all the options. They're great. Alright, let's get the wasters back to where they belong. Luckily, Dead Colin keeps them from complaining about their terrible boarding quarters. I also haven't looked at these eggs. 6 and a flaw. 6. 8 and a flaw. I'll keep that one. 8, 7... 6 and a flaw. 7, 7. Okay. So far, so good. When was the last open harvest for colonists? 7 days ago. So it's coming soon. All right, next step, let's get heat to the facility. And unforbid all these doors. I can have multiple doors. I don't think it really matters to like set them up in one door. Clearing the ownership of the beds. And then I'm going to get rid of all of the other hoppers, because I don't need them and they take up a lot of space. And also get rid of the table and chair combos. Just a little bit of renovation. Get rid of the hoppers. All right. This shelf can be moved over there, where the wasters are. And I'll update the priority up top. Renovate the prison. Now, there's another possibility of changing the dimensions of this prison so that the psychic emanator can hit more people on average. So I am going to try to trim the back... Oh, let me do the plans. The back half of this facility out entirely, where this section goes bye-bye. And that way, the prison won't share a wall with the outside anyway. So, improvements, I think. Apparently, I need to prompt my constructors to do more construction, though, because what the hell? I also want to change the auto doors to be steel auto doors rather than slate auto doors so they open and close a little bit faster. Okay, the chem fuel. Yeah, let's get that off. Before I forget. I had forgotten. So, Apollo. Come on down here and flick everything off. Are they going to get fancy furniture? It's a prison. What do you think? I'll give you one guess, and one guess only. If I could have negative furniture, like make it worse, I would. But sadly, I can't make it worse than it already is. It's already awful. I could put terror sculptures in. Yeah, unfortunately, it's that are really only effective for slaves. And they don't look ugly. I guess I could try to make awful art, but that's probably a waste of time and effort. But if you want that, you can always propose it as a secondary goal. I mean, once I open up the suggestion box again for secondary goals. What was supposed to be on this? This is a shelf with nothing. Probably herbal medicine? No, because the herbal medicine's over there. Well, I do want herbal medicine here. So I think what I'll do is I'll keep these two nutrient paste dispensers in the middle and move the nutrient paste where it is stored. Do you still play SOD? Yeah. If you're wondering about how series are chosen, there's a little blurb for you. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the first Wendigo, which originally streamed live on Twitch September 10th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, a link can be found in the description of this video or on my website. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Wendigos,